real tight. Can you speak to like how you guys were able to hold up that game in the fourth quarter and
Yeah, I think we got a lot of energy from Haley. We got a lot of from an offensive standpoint, and we got a lot of energy from Michaela from a defensive standpoint. And then obviously the all around effort from Angel catapulted us tonight. But we just got great contributions all around. We stayed with it. We didn't overreact to the runs that Connecticut was able to go on today, and I think that's kind of what the poise is what kept us in it.
Joe, not just the sheer contribution, but the sparking you got to that finish. How crucial was that for coming through at the right time?
I mean, I think she came through the entire game. And so from whether it was defending, whether it was facilitating, whether it was rebounding, whether it was scoring, she was getting to the free throw line, she was drawing contact, and she was creating a lot of congestion in the paint where she was able to find shooters. And so she was great across the board tonight, and we needed every bit of it.
Were you using Haley a little bit differently today?
No, I think that I think what we did was just have her in with another ball handler. We tried to keep two ball handlers on the court at all times today. And so that ability to kind of pick and choose when we wanted Ariel on the ball when Rachel was in, and Haley on the ball when Ariel was in, just kind of mixing it up a little bit. But I think our spacing allowed Haley to get some downhill looks and opportunities into the paint where she was able to find players, and she was able to create shots for herself as well.
What steps do you think were taken over this week in New York, Atlanta, and now here as far as you guys progression?
Yeah, I think our ability to overcome adversity is something that continues to stick out. We never get too down on ourselves. With plenty of reason to, we've been able to fight back, and we've been able to stay together through it. And we're able to see a bigger picture and a higher purpose for what we're doing and what we're believing in, and we're staying true to that. And, I think that our connectivity is just what's kind of carrying us right now. And so we want to continue to build on that and keep it going and carry this momentum into Washington.
So speaking of contributions, to Ariel Atkins, who left an injury and came back, can you speak to her great and what she means to this team this season?
She means a ton to this team on and off the court. Her leadership, her experience, her care for her teammates. It's all something that we preach throughout this organization, and it's something that we knew that when we traded for her, she would fit perfectly into the culture that we wanted to build here. And so that stuff like that translates and transcends beyond wins and losses. It's something that you can continue to build on when you're trying to establish a foundation of who you want to be. And so that's what we appreciative of her and look forward to moving down the line.
She straight locker room after something. What happened to her? Was she cut or?
No, she got hit in the head, and kind of like in her ear, I guess, and it was but she'll be okay. Yeah.
You want to question coach?
Coach, Marina and the team that had big performances. Were there any like adjustments that you made during the game to like stifle that and go for this?
Yeah, I thought our game plan against Marina was really solid. We executed it a lot better in the second half. We made a couple of adjustments. I thought Michaela was great on her in the second half, and Tina is Tina. She's a force down low, but I thought all three of our post players did a really good job of fighting for positioning down there and trying to limit her deep post catches and make it tough for her when she got the ball. And so we did a great job on them in totality. They kind of got off a little bit in that first half, and we were able to adjust and correct those things. But I thought it was a great all around effort from our team.
We'll move to Zoom. One apiece, please. We'll start with Riley Bell.
Hey, Coach, your bench really stepped up today with everybody across the board contributing, but specifically Elizabeth Williams was able to do things that may not have come up on the stat sheet. What growth have you seen out of her, especially in these last couple games, that's kind of been a good presence and a calmness for your team to have?
Yeah, it's been less growth and more of who she is and who she's been. It's the consistency that she brings. She does things every night that doesn't show up on a box score, and so that's where her value is for us. She's another locker room leader, but she's someone that leads by example on the court as well. So it's the little things when it comes to setting screens and rolling hard and drawing attention and being a willing passer out the low and high post and defending. Like she's someone who is very consistent and a consummate professional. In terms of coming to work every single day with a job to do. And I don't run many plays for her. And so she does that willingly because she knows that it has a big impact on this team and on her teammates. And I think her teammates really value and appreciate that aspect about her.
Move to Stephen, please unmute.
Hey, Coach Marsh. it seems like your big to big spacing and the respacing and the cutting has been like really impactful and effective, especially when there's a guard paint touch or a short roll touch. Can you just speak to kind of the detail and intentionality that's gone into that part of your spacing in particular?
Yeah, I think with Sloop being out, we've become a little bit less of a ball screen oriented team and a little bit more playing through our post. And so but I think I've said it from day one. I think the best attribute of our bigs is their ability to pass and the willingness to pass. And so whether that's on high-low opportunities or whether it's driving into the paint and finding their guards and their shooters out on the perimeter, I think that the spacing is key to create those opportunities for each other and for our guards. And so they've been great at that.
We'll close out with Christian, please unmute.
Hi, Coach. Christian Winsider. So today, Kia Nurse was perfect from behind the arc. Ariel Atkins shot well from 3-2. Do you think that was a big part of why the spacing worked today? And if so, how can you get your 3-point shooters in that position to knock down those shots to kind of create that spacing into the next couple of games?
Yeah, I think today was a matter of shots falling at the right time. It was able to stop a little bit of momentum on Connecticut's end, but I think that Kia has had and taken good looks all year, and the shots just haven't fallen, and so we haven't overreacted to that. We knew that at some point they were going to fall. We want her to continue to be confident, taking open shots and not forcing. But I thought she did a good job today of just letting the opportunities come to her, and she was able to knock them down in big moments. And so. You look at the box score and she only played 16 minutes, but it had less to do with what she did or didn't do rather, and just more off of a feel as we kind of got going. We got a lineup that we were kind of flowing with from a defensive standpoint with Michaela and with Haley in there. So
Thanks, everyone.
thanks, guys.
Nice.